Hi everyone, I am enjoying this evening with celebrity hair and makeup artist Terri Apanasewicz. I'm Morgan and this is AUGEgirl Network. Terri is responsible for the amazing hair and makeup of celebrities such as Giselle, Hillary Scott, and so many other women whose beauty we idolize every day. Terri, thank you so much for taking time out of your busy schedule to talk with me.
It's my pleasure, Morgan.
Your life and career are truly amazing. I have so many questions. To start with, let's go back a bit. As a child, what were you like? What were your interests? What were your dislikes? What were your activities?
Well, I think I was pretty precocious and very outgoing as a child. I definitely liked to be the center of attention. I believe I probably would have thought I would have been an actress back in the day. But instead, I took the athletic route. Started working very early at McDonald's in my life, loved that, and was a cheerleader just like you. Loved that, and then I discovered my true passion.
Well, besides cheerleading, did you play or compete in any other sport?
I was a competitive ice skater. So I was at the ice rink every morning at 6 a.m., 6 days a week before school.
Oh, wow.
And then sometimes after school, too.
I've always wanted to try ice skating. Is it fun?
I had a blast.
Growing up, who was your role model? Who inspired you?
You know, I'm sure there were different people along the way, but I'd have to honestly say I don't remember having a specific role model. I think I just kind of had fun along the way and did my thing.
When you were 13, how would you answer this question? When I grow up, I want to be.
When I was 13 and I thought about growing up, all I could think about was being a professional ice skater. I wanted to be in the ice shows. I wanted to just spin and jump for the rest of my life.
When you were 16, how would you have answered this question? When I grow up, I want to be.
When I was 16, I would say when I grow up, I want to be the owner of my own McDonald's, because I worked at McDonald's and it was truly a blast.
When you were 19, how would you have answered this question? When I grow up, I want to be.
I would have said, when I grow up, I want to be a professional makeup artist. I want to be famous.
Were you ever bullied growing up?
Was I ever bullied? You know, I think I really wasn't bullied.
What advice can you give kids who are being bullied today?
I would say take a breath. It's not easy. Make sure you talk to your parents. Always have a very open dialogue with people around you. Trust the people that love you and care about you, mainly your parents, and then next step, if they have to, they'll take it to the teachers. You know, the last thing you want to do is keep it inside and let that type of frustration and anger and resentment build up.
What advice can you give girls and guys who are struggling with their looks?
I think we all have our things that we don't like about ourselves at different times. The main thing is that you have to just embrace who you are, love who you are, find out what your unique qualities are, and we're all meant to be here for our own very special reason, and if we all looked the same, it would be a really boring place.
That is wonderful advice. Thank you. What advice can you give those who are so quick to judge others on their looks?
Well, I would say you shouldn't be so quick to judge anybody on anything, just like you can't judge a book by its cover, because you never know who that person could be in your life later on. So you might make fun of somebody or judge them, and then later down the road they might be in the position to help you, and they might remember that you weren't so nice to them, and you might not get that help.
When did you discover hair and makeup?
I discovered hair and makeup when I was 19 years old from watching soap operas.
That's an interesting way to find out.
Yeah.
Do you remember what soap opera exactly?
Well, not exactly. I know the story and I know the day. Not the exact day, but what happened was I was sick for about 3 weeks. I was at home, so I was really bored of watching TV that I even started watching the credits of soap operas. I've watched soap operas since I was probably 10. Same ones that are on today, The Young and the Restless and General Hospital. The other ones, unfortunately, have not stayed on. But I remember I was so bored. The credits started rolling. I saw that there was a job of a makeup artist, which I never knew that was an actual job. I think I just thought that everybody on TV looked beautiful. And I saw that, and that was it. That changed my life.
That's interesting. What do you love most about being a celebrity hair and makeup artist?
What I like the best about my job is I think the variety of people I get to meet. Every day is a new day. Even if I'm with the same person, I generally get to change the hairstyle or change the makeup. So I really like diversity in general in my life.
What do you love the least about your job?
What do I love the least about my job? Sometimes the fact that it's, I know what it is. The thing I like the least about my job is that most of the time I'm not the boss of my time. So I have to be very flexible, and even if I plan certain things, I might have to cancel it just because then I want to be available for my job.
What is the number one most exciting thing that has happened to you while you've been in this career?
Oh gosh, well, I think a lot of things really. Okay, this particular thing is probably one of the best days of my life because of the people I've met, the celebrities I work with. When I started on my own entrepreneurial ventures, I decided to have a charity event. So I did a day of beauty for moms that their kids were at Children's Hospital Los Angeles. So that means they were basically living at the hospital with their kids for months, sometimes years. So we were able to get a group of about 40 women, sweep them away from the hospital in limousines, take them to a fancy hotel. They got to have their nails done, their makeup done, their hair done, have massages, talk to celebrity moms, talk to each other because they didn't have that opportunity in the hospital. So I'd still to this day say that's probably the most exciting thing that's ever happened to me. It's just to have the resources to put that together.
That sounds very fun and interesting to do. I'm sure they still think about it too.
I think some people really do.
Do you have a favorite charity to support?
Well, I would say I don't have one in particular that I'm, singularly working with. I support a few different things. I do love Children's Hospital Los Angeles because it's where I live and it's an amazing institution. Another charity that I'm involved with is called My Life Speaks, and it is a foundation based in Haiti, and Hillary Scott of Lady Antebellum is one of the co-founders.
Looking back at the pictures of jobs you've done in the past, do you ever say, man, I could have done that better?
I kind of don't. I look back and I always think, I was pretty good even back then. And of course, I continually try to learn new techniques and do different things every day, even after 20-something years. But I have no regrets. I don't look at anything and think, oh my God, was that horrible? I look more at that when I look at my own fashion choices back in the 80s.
What is your ideal canvas? If you could work with anyone, anywhere, where would it be and who would you work with?
Well, I have a very short list of people that, I really still want to work with, but it's not even because of the canvas per se. Working with Hillary Scott of Lady Antebellum, I would have to say, and all my supermodels, but to be honest, working on Hillary's face is one of the best faces I've ever gotten to work with. It's great with makeup. I feel like it allows me to take my creativity anywhere. So that has definitely been a gift in my life, meeting her. And other than that, I find something different in everybody that I like to bring out and experience. Enhance, yes.
What is the must-have product that you always take with you?
My must-have product for me and anybody that ever asks me this question is Amazing Concealer.
Amazing concealer.
Yeah, because it is the best concealer that I've ever used, and I use it every day at work, and I recommend it to everybody.
It's amazing.
It is amazing. It's named appropriately.
What is the best kept beauty secret you have?
Well, I really don't have any secrets because I share everything I can think of with people. I would say, though, a tip that I give people that most people don't think about is that if you want to have a little bit of a smoky eye but not wear a lot of makeup, I like to take an eye pencil and put it on the inside, even up there, the inside waterline and the bottom, and then either before you go to bed or before, if you do it in the morning, get in the shower after, wash your face, do something, because when you do this kind of motion with the water, it really gets the pencil in between your lashes, and then after you clean it up a little bit underneath with the moisturizer, it just gives your eyes a really cool smudgy look, but not like you just put on a line. So I love that.
What is your best kept hair secret / tip?
Oh, well, it is a secret. I'll give you a little hint. It's one of my ventures that I'm working on. I hope that it comes to fruition very soon, and it is basically a miracle hair product that is going to help people with very thin and fine hair have better hair.
I have thin hair.
You have great hair.
Thank you.
So
I can't use this one.
Well, you can use it. You just don't need it as much as anybody else.
But you can only get more hair.
You can still use it. It's not bad for anybody, but it's great for a lot of people.
Oh.
How about that?
Ooh, I still like that. What is something young girls can do now to help their face in the future?
Well, a couple things that you're doing already. Drinking lots of water, giving up soda, cleansing your face regularly, and don't forget to moisturize. A lot of times when we have oily skin and breakout, we don't want to moisturize because we think it's going to make their skin oilier, but it can actually do the reverse, because a lot of times you have very excessively oily skin because your skin is dried out, so the oil glands are working extra hard. So don't forget to moisturize, and always wear sunscreen. That will definitely save you a lot of stress later in life.
And looking at your life, your career, and your accomplishments, what are you most proud of?
What am I most proud of? I think, I had a dream. One day I was 19. I saw credits on a soap opera. I called my mom. I said, I'm going to be a famous makeup artist. And we didn't even know what that meant because I didn't come from that business at all. And I just pursued it. I didn't give up. And now I, 20 plus years later, have a very nice career. I still work probably even more than ever. So I think, just having a great, solid career with longevity.
If you could thank one person right now for making the biggest difference in your life, who would it be and what would you thank them for?
Well, there's a lot of people that I have to give thanks to, but I'm going to say that it's 2 people, and that's my mom and my dad, because they gave us, me and my brother and sister, the gift of unconditional love, teaching us what that was, how to receive it, and how to give it. And they believed in us and supported us in whatever we chose to do. And that gave me the courage to keep on keeping it on.
Where do you see yourself in 5 years?
Retired. No. Maybe retired, maybe having more projects that I can't tell you about yet.
That'll soon know.
I don't know. Just still happy and creating a joyous life, whatever that might be at that time.
What do you want to be most remembered for?
I'd like to be remembered because I touched people in some way, whether it was, I made them have a better day one day when it was really bad, or they just, thought I was nice, or, just to be thought of as a generous and gracious person, and somebody with integrity.
Well, that's definitely how I remember you.
Thank you.
Terri, you are truly an amazing AUGEgirl girl. You inspire me on a daily basis. Thank you so much for talking with me tonight.
Well, thank you, Morgan.
I'm Morgan.
And I'm Terri.
And
you're watching the AUGEgirl Network.